live. Everybody can see us. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Icewind Dale, the frosty north. Welcome. It's been a while since we've been here, so hello. This is episode 9 of our Rime of the Frostmaiden playthrough. Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden is the latest published adventure from Wizards of the Coast that I had the privilege of helping to write, and we are playing through it. Some wild stuff has happened, and I'm sure this recap is going to be really awesome since we haven't played in over a month. Before I introduce all the lovely faces around you, I just want to remind all you folks that this is a horror campaign. There are some dark themes that come up in this game. Specifically, content warnings for this episode are state of emergencies, body horror, a lot of violence is going to be happening in this episode tonight in particular. So if you are not feeling well enough to deal with that tonight, you might want to skip this game. But that's that. Hey everybody, my name is Celeste Konowich, and tonight I will be your Dungeon Master.
Hey, I'm Joe. I'll be playing Gab Herkenstone, your North Fighter.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm going to be playing Minerva Tinkerbobble, your human divination wizard.
Good evening, I'm Nassim. I'm playing your Kalishtar cleric, Xena Orendi.
Hello, my name is Inga Salenin, played by Sage.
And last but not least, I'm Vincent, playing Veronica Carnell, your Hexblade Warlock. New hair, don't care.
I feel like it's been so long since we have played. I'm so glad to see you all in one place. And, as a thank you for everybody being here, we're going to be running another dice giveaway tonight. Joe of RPG Dice has graciously donated a bunch of awesome handcrafted dice sets to give away. So here, let me show you these beauties that we're giving away tonight. Ooh, this electric purple pink set
so
with
pretty.
the gold
I love
plates
them.
inside.
Very
So the rules for this dice giveaway, halfway through the episode, we are going to open up this giveaway. We're going to give you a code word. You have to enter it in the chat, but then you have to stick around to the very end of the episode to claim these dice if you enter to win. So stick around through the entire episode, and you get to win maybe these beautiful set of dice. So that's that. That's the business. So why don't you all tell me what happened last time on Rime of the Frostmaiden? Y'all remember?
Oh yeah, totally.
Let's take a journey back in
Kind of.
time.
We started in the fortress,
Mhm.
in Sunblight Fortress,
Yes.
and our Myconid friend have just started pretty much charming these individuals in the hallway and kind of holding the line for us, so to give us the opportunity to storm in and try and figure out what's happening with this black eye, the Shardalin dragon, and take down the leader that the Grandolpho was like, well, if you take care of Zardarek, I will be most obliged to you, and you can leave with your lives. And isn't that great?
Yay!
And we're like, cool.
Thanks.
Well, I guess.
Neat.
Sure. And so we and yeah, it was this big huge room with this Shardalin dragon and this forge that was fueled by the heart of a red
The
dragon,
still
which is
beating heart of a red dragon.
so
which-
cool.
So fucking metal.
So fucking metal as fuck. And so eventually we got the lock off the door. Xena brought down a moonbeam, and we're like, "Oh, come on!" And Veronica put on an Oscar-winning performance
Jesus.
to be like, "Oh, I'm this
shit.
sad, injured, just fucking
man.
dark Dwargar. Like, oh, I'm so wounded from fighting these people out in the hallway. I need to sit and have a rest and scoot ever closely to your liege, Zardarek. Your power will heal me."
Oh,
And-
God.
None of this in Undercommon, all
Nope.
just through theater and expression.
Right,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know you've won when you can hear the big bad evil guy audibly eye roll looking
Yeah.
at you. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep. Yeah. It was fantastic. And so you eventually pretty much snuck your way on over to Zardarek as we began dispensing the enemies. And we noticed that we had some allies up in the archery towers who were like, oh, look, I
Wink.
missed my shot. Whoops.
Oops.
Oh no!
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we just fought so many people and it was so hard, but eventually we got through it. And Veronica killed
Oh,
Zardarek
yeah.
and then summoned his fucking ghost. and
All in a
subdued
day's
it,
work, you know. Yeah.
which was so cool, so metal. And the dragon flew away, and now we're like, oh, motherfucking shit, now we gotta go track this asshole down after we just spent 3 days fucking getting here. This sucks. So we started like running like that was gonna do anything, and our good old friend who we had met in East Haven was like, oh, did you need a ride? I'm interested in destroying that dragon if you'll do something for me. And we're like, okay.
Whatever.
You got a ride.
That's fine.
Do you
Yeah.
remember her name?
No, it's completely escaped me.
Yeah.
Velian Harpel. And do you
Clearly
remember,
so memorable.
who she's with? Her shtick?
The brothers,
Kobolds.
The Arcane Brotherhood.
Oh.
the arcane
The
I guess that's
brothers.
important too. I'm just
Right.
thinking about the little baby kobolds.
Oh yes,
Oh,
she
yeah.
also did have a bunch of kobolds who absolutely loved her that are following her
Gaze
around.
at
They
him
gaze
of
at her
undead
adoringly.
kobolds.
Yeah, constantly.
And some of them are zombies, and they're like, "Wow, you love us so much that you'll raise us from the dead so we can
We
keep
love
serving
you.
You're literally the best."
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Adorable.
Sweet. Yeah. Great job. Great job, Sage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
15
Holding
out of
down
10.
that fort. Okay, yeah, so that is where we are picking up. Basically, at the very end of last game, you had just fought your way out of this massive forge on the bottom level of Sunblight. The Grandolpha had said, you may go in peace, but now, the Duergar affairs that are happening here, they're our business, so don't come back. So with that hint, after destroying the forge, you had headed out in hopes of pursuing this dragon back to 10 Towns. You already know its flight path that it is planning right now. You know that it is on a course to destroy each and every of those 10 towns. So, facing this horrible prospect of trying to get back over the mountains very quickly to do something in time, you had wandered out into the snow. Velian had suddenly showed up with a bunch of sleds and undead dogs that she had reanimated. These sleds are all manned by this army of kobolds who appear to be her wait staff. And she had said, hey, I will get you to this dragon. I will help you deal with this problem if you help me afterwards. And you all had said, yeah, no worries. And agreed to the deal. So you all had gotten on the back of these sleds and are now racing through the mountains, headed toward 10 Towns. And we all had kind of made a plan, I remember, at the very end of that game, too. Because basically you cannot get to the first town in time. So the dragon's flight path that you saw in that war room, it's going from Dugan's Hole to Goodmead to East Haven. And since you can't make it to Dugan's Hole, basically in time, because
It's too tall.
it's too tall. Because dragons fly super fast, and while you are on undead dogs, you are still not going to be running at the speed a dragon can fly. So in hopes of trying to minimize the damage, you are all headed for East Haven, which means that Dugan's Hole and Goodmead, you are leaving to whatever fate this dragon has in store for them. So at this point, it's been hours of you all racing across the icy tundra, whipping at high speeds through these cavernous paths, winding down from the spine of the World Mountain Range, down onto the flat fields, where you just see, snow and ice stretches out for what seems like miles before you even get to the roads or familiar turf for 10 Towns. The wind is whipping in your eyes. It is absolutely miserable this whole time. For those of you who are on like, you know, your respective, I think we divided up among 3 or 4 of these kind of sleds. Each one has like a couple kobolds that are kind of like leaning down in like the shield of that front structure, just peeking over the top with their little goggles and kind of holding onto the reins, like turning these dogs around that are whipping at high speeds across the tundra. So what is the configuration you all are at? What's going on with each of you as you're kind of racing towards East Haven here?
I think, well, Gob's got land vehicle proficiency, so I think he probably would have taken charge a little bit.
Push the
maybe,
kobold off the side.
like a human kobold,
Bye.
maybe kobold pyramid, because he's a little guy himself.
Oh, yeah.
To get up on there. The undead ones, don't worry about it. And then maybe put Balto Thunder as the leader of the pack for
Okay.
his sled.
You will quickly realize that Balto Thunder will not be able to keep up with these undead dogs because the undead
Got a
ones
little of his
don't
own.
have to rest. Balto Thunder. So you go for a while with Balto Thunder and he, you know, leads the pack miraculously, but after, you know, 6 hours you just have to you have to
Fair enough.
put him. He's sleepy and he climbs onto the sled with you.
This is the first time that Inga's ever been pulled
Yeah.
in something, so she's just like incredibly unnerved. And she's looking at all of you like, I can't believe you all do this.
Yeah.
We only have 2 legs. What do you want? This is how we move around quickly.
Are you feeling land sick, Inga, being pulled at this rapid speed?
Oh, maybe.
Not of your
yeah.
own hoof volition?
Yeah, yeah. Every small like bump over a rock, she's like, oh my god.
We find out that you actually get like seasick, basically.
Aw.
My gosh.
Motion sick.
Motion, that's
Car sick. Yeah.
Turn into something tiny and then you can fit into like on one of our shoulders or like in
Little-
someone's like hood to keep you warm.
Little mouse puke, just like
Oh no, it's a
It's
chinchilla.
it's much cuter when it's small.
Yeah,
Right.
that's
Oh
definitely
no.
one way to think about it. How's Xena doing on this ride?
Probably having a great time, you know, winding her glorious hair and just kind of bracing the icy
Yeah, the cold
gust.
doesn't bother you anyway.
Doesn't bother me, never has, never will.
Let it go. It's just spinning around on the thing like okay.
I'm just acting as your windscreen, everyone else's windscreen.
Sick. And Minnie, how are you doing?
I feel like Minnie has, if possible, managed to get herself onto Velian. You said her name
Yeah.
was
Velian, but you know, Velian.
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 Villain? No, I'm just kidding.
She does have a sick eye patch.
She does.
And is definitely a necromancer.
I mean, that's pretty sick, though. She's done the cutest thing she could have possibly done with it, have
Yeah.
little kobold babies, so I'm
Yeah.
not mad about it. But yeah, so either, if able, she's gotten herself onto her, like, sleigh and
yeah.
has just been, like, pestering her ceaselessly with questions about how the fuck she got into the Arcane Brotherhood. Because let me tell you how many times I was denied. I put in so many resumes.
Honestly, they weren't going to let me in if it wasn't for my family and their money and everything they've donated. I'm not exactly their ideal candidate.
What do you mean you've done so much? Look at what we're doing right now with all your little buddies.
A woman? Like, I don't.
Well, I'm rather new to magic, as it were. I took it up in my later years with my condition. Well, I couldn't do much else, so I figured reading books and... Well, anyway, not their ideal candidate.
Well, fuck them. Look at what you've done. You're doing great, sweetie.
All right, well, let's see if we can actually take down this dragon before anyone starts congratulating each other. And Veronica, how are you doing in all this?
Oh, she's probably on the sled listening to Minnie just fire off all of these questions, and she's just like, Oh no. Okay. Like she's really like contemplating just like picking her up and like moving her. Like no, you're done. Come on, Grandma. Let's get you back to bed.
Don't touch me.
How old is Minnie again? Dare I
God,
ask?
she's like 82, 84. I don't
Oh
remember what
Jesus! Okay, yeah.
She's
so
old as fuck.
so Velian is like she's like late 50s, so a spry young thing.
Yeah, no, I'm like,
Ooh.
yeah, started young. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Started.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, she's just totally thinks she's amazing. I mean, what level? What level is she? Because this, I mean, from what I've seen, from like, I mean, you don't have to tell me, but from what Minnie knows, like these are spells that are higher level. She's like, fuck, I'm 84 and I'm level 6. Damn, like, you know, this is my skill level of spells I can achieve.
I mean, you stopped adventuring and had a family. Like, you're not gonna be cast in
Worst
necromancy
decision
spells.
I've ever made. No.
Bookending that career. Hell yeah. So you continue to have this conversation as you are now officially in that tundra space, racing towards Tentown. So finally, you're on flatter terrain. So the pace picks up significantly as the dogs are able to just, blast now. And it is starting to grow dark at this point. So it is getting very, very cold, and the wind isn't doing anything to help the situation. But now in the full dark, as night is descending, you begin to see that the sky is changing around you. Because up above, there's always that aurora borealis going on for, you know, the rime of the Frostmaiden, the eternal rime that she's hung in the sky. But now it's hard to see it because smoke has drifted up and is kind of obscuring your view of the area. And far in the distance on the horizon, you can see flickering orange and yellow lights, as that must be one of the towns going up in flames.
That hole's burning.
I mean, we can't save them all.
The hole's on
The good
fire.
times stop though. Like I stop hearing Frozen in the background.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I really hope one of my sisters was not in that town.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you know you're far from it, and the fact that you can see light is it's disconcerting. And the smoke just continues to get worse as you move deeper and deeper into Icewind Dale, making a break for East Haven. And at this point, I mean, you've been on these sleds for maybe 10 hours or so.
Oof.
Are you all going to take a break or pushing through? What's the plan?
I mean-
How far away are we at this point? Like, if we keep traveling for a few more hours, are we gonna make it? Or?
So from, let's see. So on dog sled, getting to Sunblight from Dugan's Hole would have taken you 6 hours. To Goodmead 2, to East Haven 4. So you're getting close. You think another hour or two, and you'll probably make it to East Haven.
I mean, we should
Let's keep
probably
going.
push forward.
Yeah.
Yeah,
more
do
time we
ghost
have-
dogs need a break?
Right.
No, they're dead. They
Yeah.
don't need a break.
Exhaustion? What's
we
that?
keep going.
And you see, like, the kobolds have started to, like, you know, they'll do the little cat thing where they curl up and then they'll, like, sleep. You're not sure how they manage to do it, but they kind of sleep in these shifts. They have a very regimented plan. And also, you'll see Minnie, Villian has long since kind of sat down and squared herself, like, against that front-facing shield of these carts. And you can't tell if she's sleeping or reading, but her, like, hood is very deep over her face this whole time.
Well, I think we'd better keep going if we can. Maybe try to get what rest we can if these kobolds are going to steer us there.
The more time we have to evacuate the people, the better. So I say we keep moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shake my little legs, get the Charlie horses out.
Yeah.
Here we
Ooh,
go, here we go.
that's a long flight. That's a long
Yeah.
flight to not pee or
Oh, we've peed.
oh,
No, I'm good.
pee into the wind
We get that
behind
warmth.
you.
Not into the. No, freeze instantly. Like, no.
There you
Oh
go.
my-
No, you gotta-
disposal.
You gotta pee into a jar, then use it as a hand warmer.
I mean, if you're not
Ooh.
drinking or
Until it-
eating much, you can go a while without using the bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I've had
We're
some
gonna
jerky.
we're
it's
all
fine.
just gonna wet our pants the second we see that fucking dragon.
It'll
There
be
you go.
fine.
It's fine.
It's true.
Conserving
you
our
mean-
liquids.
Wait, you mean you didn't when we first saw it? Like
Oh,
claw its way
oh.
out of the thing? I was like, oh no.
Oh, Jesus.
I think I wore the brown pants.
So you continue pushing on. You are exhausted. You're feeling those muscle cramps. You are so uncomfortable. And you are at full night now. So it's, about negative 30 degrees at this point as you are moving through, huddling close together for warmth. And you see another series of fires start. Somewhere a little bit closer to where you are in the distance. Now there are these two burning blazes on the horizon here, and now the smoke is thick because Icewind Dale, the 10 Towns is in basically a big valley surrounded on all sides by mountains, so the smoke has nowhere to go as it's just drifting over this entire region here. And finally, in front of you, you see the torch lights of the watchtowers that surround East Haven. You're starting to see the town in the distance there. And clearly, even from this distance, you can tell that there's a bunch of activity going on. So clearly, the citizens of East Haven have also seen the fires. And it looks like a militia force is trying to organize as you all kind of pull up towards these watchtowers here. And you do see, the militia folk, mostly just commoners, dressed like in their thickest gear they have, wielding, pitchforks
and
and
torches,
like-
shovels, like anything
Babies.
anything that
Okay,
like
shovel.
looks like anything that looks like a weapon, because most of them are totally not equipped to deal with this. So you kind of like sled up to this point, and Velian calls out, "How do you want to do this? Park the sleds outside of town?"
Might be a good idea.
Yeah, sure.
And so a short distance away, she blows, like she makes a whistle with her hands, and the kobolds all like grab the reins and kind of do this very sharp U-turn into like a snowbank. And you all like have to hold on as everything comes to a dead stop. And it's that horrible feeling when you've been moving like on a boat and you get to land and you're like, oh, and everything is so still. But you all can stumble off. And Velian appears to grab her spellbook and a staff and kind of waits, watching you all.
We gotta talk to whoever's in charge.
I believe that was Captain Imdra, wasn't it?
Captain! I just start kind of yelling
Wait,
out.
Wait, the drunk dragonborn?
No, that
No,
was
this-
Torvis in Caer Koenig.
I kind
Okay.
of miss him.
I do too. That's why I was like, wait, I'm sorry. Is he the one we're talking to?
No, so this was
Yeah.
Captain Indra. She was the one you met in East Haven. She was like the militia leader. She was the one who talked to you in the wet trout and was like, "Hey, could you take care of the Duergar problem?"
Oh, this is the burning wizard
Super.
one. Got
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Yep,
yes.
here we are. We
Your
come full
back.
circle.
Captain.
Good thing I'm a sorcerer.
Yeah, they
Totally
do not
different.
like wizards here.
Wait, wasn't this the place with the Shardalin ice thingy that they? Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go. Like,
Maybe
Let's
we
go,
let
let's
this
get back
one
on.
burn down too.
Right, I'm like,
Um,
at least that half of the. Yeah, that's fine.
so, do you want to make your way towards the town and kind of get into the mix of all these militia folks?
Yup.
All right. And as you do that, it does not take long for Imdra to find you, since she is the one organizing all of these, these kind of sad forces outside of the walls of East Haven currently. She's trying to get all of these scared-looking people into some kind of order and talk them up. And as you all kind of come running towards the scene, she turns and sees you all and is like, "What's happening? What is going on?"
Oh boy.
We
Well-
told you that death would come on dragon swings, did we not?
And
That's it.
that's a dragon? And she looks like at the burning lights in the distance.
Made of Shardalin, created by Duergar, sent to destroy all of 10 towns.
And you see the militia folk behind her, just all of the color that hasn't been stolen by the sub-zero temperatures is gone.
Yeah, you all need to leave right now because I doubt that any of your pitchforks, shovels, or torches are going to have any effect on this thing.
And as you say that, yeah, all the malicious folks start like talking to each other and kind of breaking lines and she looks at you and looks back at them and she's like, "Hold! I am still your leader. You will stay." And she kind of ushers you all like a little bit to the side to have like a more private conversation.
Little sidebar.
Sidebar.
Private conversation.
You're not gonna tell them they're all gonna die.
And she looks at you all and, if this is a dragon and the lights are this close, it's going to be here soon, I'm guessing.
It is made of Shardalin, and we are seeking to hopefully destroy it before it ruins all of the rest of the population here. But I think it would probably be best if the militia helps to evacuate the people to next closest town.
I mean, if that dragon is coming and it's coming as quickly as I think it is, we're not going to have time to evacuate. Us getting out there, walking on these icy roads, if that doesn't kill people, moving them, we'll just be in open terrain for the dragon to do it themselves.
Well, do any of these buildings have a cellar?
There are a few, and we have already gotten our young, our old filed in there, but I think you causing panic and telling these people that they can't handle this is probably even more of a death sentence than what's already coming.
Well, I mean, we will at least help to take care of it as much as possible, but start filing them into there. Yeah, it may be cramped, but would they rather be cramped or alive?
Might be able to back us up. Who knows? You know.
They don't look like much, but the citizens of East Haven, we've got strong hearts, strong wills. I think they can do something if you'll let us help.
All right,
Fair
but
point. You should be able to fight for your town.
Well, I can do everything I can. At least we know what's coming, so we have some kind of an advantage. But will you stay and fight with us?
honey, that's why we're here in the first place.
Counting on it.
Good. All right. Then while you're in my town, you're going to play by my rules. Come with me. And she starts to like, she starts commanding these very scared looking, groups now into order. And they apparently seem more afraid of her than they are of this dragon, which is advantageous for this situation, as you see the few folk who do have things like crossbows and bows start to line up at these watchtowers here, and these big groups of people are moving through the streets of East Haven, which have already been cleared out. You can see as she invites you all to come with her, like just behind this kind of front gate, where these like rough structures have been erected for people to duck and hide behind. And so she kind of gets you all situated, and it isn't long at all before you hear a grinding shriek coming from somewhere beyond. It's reminiscent of a dragon sound, but it's as if a big mechanical version of a dragon was making this sound, and your eyes are suddenly blinded as this gout of just white energy comes down from somewhere very nearby. And as you're kind of blinking and the effect is going away, you see this thing flying through the sky, this impossibly large jet black thing that appears to be made of metal plates. When you look up at it, you're not even sure how this thing is flying. It looks so heavy, but it comes up above East Haven, and you see it circle, dividing the smoke that it's already created, kind of hanging over this town. And that's when buildings start exploding.
Oh. Suddenly we're in a John Wick movie. Like,
So I have a little graphic. There's some art. We'll look at some art here.
Yes. Is it of the draggy boy?
Oh yes, here's one. Here's
Oh,
a
yeah.
really good
Rasky boy.
one.
Okay,
So
we
you're
need
looking up
Megazord power
above.
now.
Yeah. So it looks like the black ice has been shaped to look like these mechanical plates, and you see that what its breath is, it's not like fire. It appears to be an energy beam, like a laser. Here's another really good one.
Listen, Godzilla, I'm gonna need you to simmer down.
Listen. I think this is East Haven burning too in the background. This is a good.
Oh
one.
wow,
Oh, yeah.
just casual.
Nice. So you see,
Like we're really there.
yeah.
Right.
So you see this beam of light that is coming out of this thing. It's like no dragon you've ever seen. This thing is a horrible blend of mechanical and like shining ice as it circles around over East Haven, and it seems to be doing a pattern where it's breathing its breath weapon down and kind of moving through at this vertical line and then trailing back and just coming back, just obliterating structures in its path. Like it's taking its sweet time to hit each and every structure here. And Imdra calls to all of the militia folk on the walls, "Fire!" And you see arrows and crossbolts shatter against this thing's heavy, icy armor, as they appear to be doing very little. But I think that's probably a good time to roll some initiative.
Bet. Oh, it's so big. I don't know.
Currently, the dragon doesn't seem to give a shit about all of you.
Groundbreaking, yeah.
Maybe we'll change that. All right, hit me.
Dirty 20.
Ooh,
God,
19.
15 for God.
15 for Gob.
12 for Xena.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Oh, Minnie.
Wizard in the back.
Oh, Minnie. So between Gob and Xena, dexterity?
14. Dex.
8.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, then Gob is going first. Okay, so it's going to be Veronica, Inga, Gob, Xena, my dragon, and then Minnie.
You all watch as like Veronica makes a big show about walking forward, and she'll place her hand out to the side of her, and you see her axe will just like coalesce.
Oh my
into her
God!
hand.
Look at the prop. For everybody on the podcast,
Nice.
Vincent is currently holding up a beautiful bejeweled acrylic axe, and it's now he's rubbing
Pretty
it.
stunning.
Right.
Yeah, it is really cool.
Because they have to
Very
be
shiny.
dramatic. Right. You're all just like, does it always look like that? We're like, yeah, basically. It's fine. It's fine.
It's warlock shit. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. Don't worry. It's cool.
So, Veronica, we come to you. Currently, the dragon is flying overhead. It's probably about 60 feet up in the air, just routinely going back and forth over East Haven at this point. So, what are you doing in this moment?
I will cast Fly on myself
Hell yeah.
and shoot up into the sky, Superwoman style.
Amazing. Amazing. So you do, and you float up, and now you are kind of on the face-to-face level with this thing that still has not regarded you. It's not really paying attention to you. You are such a small little thing compared to it.
I will move like to the side so as to not be in
Directly in
like
the
direct,
path.
right? Or like, I'm gonna go over yonder and just kind of try to observe if I see anything like weak spots, glowing bits, cracks in its armor, any of that, as
Yeah.
it like flies by.
Why don't you go ahead and make me a perception check?
Glowing weak spot.
Going right, like what
Where is it?
video game are we in right now?
Where is
It's got a troll gem belly button. Perfect.
Oh god. Hit it in the eyeballs because Resident Evil. That's a 16.
Okay, so looking at this thing, there are no weak points. This whole thing is an incredibly well-designed, dwarven-made construct.
You're like, oh, what word do I use here?
Yes. So every inch of this thing is covered in this icy plating. It's like all flexible made. It's an incredible feat of engineering. In different circumstances, this would be amazing to behold. The ingenuity.
Oh, I'm still like clapping as it flies by. Like, it's so well made. Too bad it's used for this. Like,
so yeah, there is no obvious weakness in this thing. You're just gonna have to hope that you can deal enough damage to it. I will say though, as you are looking at it and this like breath weapon it has, you do see that its eyes are alight with that same kind of inner fire. So whatever it appears to be like breathing is the same kind of energy that's keeping this thing alive. And if you had to guess, you would say it's radiant energy. I think looking at it from this kind of close perspective. So that's sort of helpful to know in terms of dealing with a dragon. Knowing its damage type is always very easy.
Right. And that's it for me.
All right. Then that is going to take us to Inga. What are you doing?
So we are going to cast Earthbind upon this dragon.
Ooh. Good shit.
Ooh. How we doing?
Oh yeah, so she's gonna reach out her hands, and from her hands going to extend this sort of almost like pulling from the aurora borealis that's kind of like emanating around her. She's lashes it out at this dragon and is gonna try and pull it to the fucking ground. So it has to make a strength saving throw.
Okay.
All right.
Katie, do you want to use your portrait to give it a 9?
Oh no.
Sure.
It is a strong boy.
And I'm also going to use my my cosmic omen, so I'm going to subtract a d6 from its save.
Okay,
Get
so
on the ground.
So it rolled a 9. It has a plus 11, so it's a 20.
So we're going to subtract 6 from that.
Damn, so 14.
DC 50.
Yeah!
Oh!
Wow!
Yeah!
All right, that was a combo. That was a combo that I'm living
combo.
for. Whoa!
So,
Whoa!
its flying speed is reduced to 0 for the spell's duration. So while I'm concentrating on it for up to a minute. And any airborne creature affected by the spell safely descends at 60 feet per round until it reaches the ground or until the spell ends.
So it just
And
has
it's
to
just
slow
completely
fall.
on the
a
ground.
villain.
Like,
Just slowly.
How high is it right now?
So it's probably like 60 feet or so up in the air.
On its turtle.
Yeah. How long does this last? It can't fly?
For a minute while I'm concentrating on it.
low.
And
Shorty
just
got
clipped
low.
its wings.
Shody got low.
The lowest.
Hang on, let me just note something down.
It's gonna use that for next time.
Jesus. Okay. Fuck.
Bring
All
it,
right.
bring it down to grandma.
Oh no.
And with that, you see Inga takes on the familiar sort of splash of nebula form, but now taking on a new form that we haven't seen. She looks to be the constellation of a dragon that she is displaying.
Oh my
And
god.
so she'll have, whenever I make an int or a wisdom check or a constitution saving throw to maintain concentration, I can treat a result of 9 or lower as a 10.
Whew. Okay. Damn.
Inga,
Nice.
you just hear Veronica from up in the air. Whoa, go! Oh my god!
Yes, sis!
Oh my god, yeah! She's like snapping, but no one can hear her. Like,
You're so far up there. It's so windy. Oh,
That is
shit.
my turn.
Hell yeah. That's a great turn. Damn.
Yeah, for level 6?
All right, so Gob, we do come to you. The dragon has not descended yet. It falls on its turn, so it's still about 60 feet up above. What are you doing?
I'd say, Inga, you're wonderful. Give a little hug to the horse leg you got. And then I scamper out, and I'll, try to be the kid playing baseball, seeing where the thing's going to fall down at. And
This giant thing coming down to
right?
a little
He's
man.
just like, oh.
Put him
So I'll
up.
try to judge
Put him up.
whereabouts it might fall. And then I'll hold my action until... God, can I judge it well enough that I can
Yeah, I think so. I mean, this thing is, you can tell it is really heavy. And I think the minute Inga's spell affects it, you can see the trajectory it's heading towards. I mean, this thing doesn't have the elegance and grace of a real flying dragon. This thing is a construct. So I think it's actually very easy to judge where it's going to crash land. You do note some buildings are definitely in the way, but...
Yeah, I'll do my best to, get where the end zone will be, and then hold my punchies, do a jump up at the last minute, do a little combo move. And...
Sounds good. All right. And then Xena, we come to you. So the dragon isn't down yet, but it will be very soon.
I feel like I'd like to try putting it to sleep as well. Or maybe I should wait till it touches the ground.
I will say you would probably realize that spell wouldn't work. It definitely has more hit points than will be able to be covered by that spell.
Dang.
Can you put constructs to sleep?
Oh, yeah, I think they're actually
I would have
immune.
tried.
Right, you're like, we would have found out. Fuck around and find out, yeah.
No,
It seems like
doesn't.
not with that attitude.
Right.
It doesn't need air, food, drink, or sleep. So...
Sure.
Just
I
like
guess.
you, Celeste.
Wow. Celeste is
That's
a
because I'm a
construct.
lich, not a construct.
Oh.
I'm undead. Way cooler than a machine. That's not true. I love machines. I love constructs. I love Warforged. Fine, you've discovered me.
All right. We'll start off with a nice blessing at level 2 so that all 4 of
Ooh.
y'all can get blessed. Get blessed.
Get
Get
blessed.
Blessed.
Hashtag.
That is very good. Sweet. All right, so you all remember you are blessed. So actually, Veronica is up above. So Xena, if you can do 4 people, that'll get you 2. Because you can't hit Veronica.
I am real high up.
Veronica flew up.
Oh, am I not? It's 30 feet. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, but you can hit you in that. So you can get yourself,
guess so. All
God,
right.
Inga, and Minerva.
Sorry, baby. I'll get you on your way down.
You're all good. I got it.
I'm fine up here. Sick. Anything else for your turn?
Need somebody.
Oh,
drop
no.
that.
That's going to be it.
Okay. And then we come to the dragon, who crashes down at this point. And it is like a plane without wheels on the bottom. So it, lands and goes... And like you just see snow and wood and stone explodes as this thing slides down perfectly into the spot, Gob, where you thought it would. And here we go. It's right
Amen.
there.
Oh, graceful.
So
Yeah.
take your held action.
Absolutely. And a D4. Oh, yeah, blessings. All right, so one attack is a, let's see, 15 plus, what, plus 9 is 24 plus
Yes.
26. Yeah.
Yes.
And the
Damn.
second attack is a,
One Punch Man.
Welcome. Punch.
second attack is a 16.
16 will not penetrate the thick ice of the armor.
Okay, cool. I know a held action usually only does like one
You can
action,
just
not
do
really
your
a bonus.
full
Yeah.
thing.
I might burn a superiority die to do a grappling strike if I can.
Ooh.
What are you gonna grapple?
Punch into the
I
knuckles.
do not believe you can grapple a huge creature. It has to be
You're
one
itty bitty.
size. Larger,
Yeah, that's
medium,
within
or
one
Hang
size
on.
category.
Yeah.
I want to grab onto the thing. Oh,
No, it's slippery.
You're just hugging it at this point. You're not
Yeah.
even really grappling it.
yeah, fair enough.
Aw.
Oh, it's so cold. It's so very cold.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. That is all right. 10 points of bludgeoning damage then.
Okay. What does it feel like when you're punching and kind of fracturing solid ice? Like, is there anything special it looks like, or any move you do? Because the other one just like almost breaks your hand.
Yeah, I think it just would have, jumped up and any available plate, just try to hit it center mass and see if I can crack the ice.
And
depending on how thick.
these are with your magical knuckles, yes?
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Magical knuckles.
It matters.
It does.
break the ice.
Magical knuckles are a big thing here on the Venture Maidens.
Yeah.
Just punch it. It's fine.
Well, that's nice here on the
Old
Venture
family
Maidens.
heirloom. I don't know.
Yeah, so you manage to, fracture like a plate that you kind of punch into at this point. You don't do very much damage, but you're able to get one good hit on as your other one glances off and your hand does like that shaking thing, like when you clang against something really hard and it just like travels up your bones and just so uncomfortable.
Put the other glove on. Oh, God.
Yeah, and you see the large plated head of this thing kind of swivels around towards you, looking at you as you punch this thing. And it's so weird because it doesn't have a mouth that opens up like a dragon. It just has, those slots. And you can see behind this kind of the grill of its mouth, this glowing golden light that is getting brighter and brighter in intensity.
Huh.
And, and actually, it's the dragon's turn. So it's going to go ahead and just launch it's a radiant breath beam, which is going to hit Gob, Xena, Minerva, and Inga. Veronica's up in the sky. So I need you all to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
With a plus D4.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dixie.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Hashtag blessed.
I got
Unnatural 20.
Dirty 20 for me as well.
Got a 23.
got a 12.
Oh,
Grandma, watch out.
oh no, Grandma!
All right, so the total damage would be 31 points of radiant damage on a failed save.
Ooh.
So half as much on a successful one, so that's going to be 15 points of radiant damage to everybody except Minnie, who
has 7 hit points.
yeah.
Blast.
And
Super
as
good.
this thing hits you,
Cool.
it's that hot intensity of just a focused laser, and your eyes, you're seeing stars after just that blast, even those of you who managed to avoid the worst of it. But this thing isn't fucking around. Yep. Anyway, that's the goblin, or the goblin's turn. That's the dragon's turn.
Dragon.
Minnie, we come to you.
This is fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, I think Minnie is a little crispy, but she's gonna go ahead and just lash back out of it with a 3rd level chromatic orb and try to do thunder damage.
Chromatic herb.
Is that an attack or a save?
Yeah, I have to roll for it. I'm gonna use my portent, and that's gonna be a 22.
Oh, damn. Yes, a 22 will certainly do it.
Nice. Roll, baby. All right, 20 points of thunder damage.
Woo-wee. Okay. Damn. All right, 20 points of thunder damage, you saw. Nuts. All right. Yeah. So you do, and thunder crackles over the body of this thing, and it that booming sound seems to make all of the plates kind of jump apart for a moment and then fuse back together, almost like a cartoon, as you look at this thing and blast through it. And it lets out this grinding, screeching sound from somewhere inside of it, that you take as a sound of displeasure.
That's the same noise as Minerva made when she got taken down to 7 hit points.
And anything else for your turn, Minnie?
I guess I'm just gonna try. I don't know. Actually, I'm gonna stay close to my friends with healing abilities because that just seems wise. Yeah, I'm gonna be right here.
And you all hear a call out, "Forward!" coming from somewhere. And militia members start running out of buildings and the streets. You're not even sure where they were coming from. You were so focused on this dragon. But trying to stab and slice into this thing, and a hail of arrows come down. And you see, like, little pieces of the ice are getting fractured and cut. They're not doing much, but clearly the militia is doing something, at least to this dragon. And that is going to bring us back up to the top. But before we do that, I'm gonna refill my beverage. If you want to talk
Cocktail time.
strategy.
Oh.
It's a
And
good
when I
time
get
for
back,
dice,
we'll
too.
open that dice giveaway.
Oh, yeah.
Leave me to die.
Okay.
Leave me here to
Leave
die.
me here.
But take my purse. It has snacks for you all.
You find
Has
that
my
in the
will.
dog. It's incredible. Oh man. So I don't know about you all, but God wants to get up on that horse.
Oh, I know you do.
Oh, we all know you do.
Yeah.
I have an idea that I'm gonna just use that horn of blasting right in its
Okay.
face.
I was gonna enlarge you, but then I realized you still couldn't grapple it because you're a small boy, and also that fucking hurt. So I'm like, let me get one good one off before I die. That'll be useful.
I was
Oh,
probably gonna
God.
help you out, Minnie,
Thank
if Inga didn't go first. Which I assumed Inga would also try to heal you.
I'm gonna go for damage because most of my healing spells are concentration, and I need to keep concentration on the Earthbind.
Yeah, solid, cool.
Sorry,
I'm
I
just-
keep getting fucking hit.
This is life for you. Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Oh man.
Don't worry,
mean,
I prepared Revivify today, so
Just in case.
Got your back.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's fine.
if
God,
she
so much
goes, she goes. She's got her husband waiting. It's been a while. You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Does she have a Do Not Revivify bracelet?
Do not revivify. Oh no,
She's
Kevin.
no.
Goodness.
There might be like a will that has a couple troublesome family members crossed out with your guys' names in it now. It's fine. Just
It's
deliver
fine.
it, but
It's
wear
fine.
gear because they might come after you. Yeah, I mean, I don't, I'm gonna make you big if I can next time, Gob. And then,
Drink stuff, yeah. And then Veronica, did you say you're gonna do the blast?
I mean, it's either that or I'm just gonna swing away at it with big swings. I might do more damage that way.
If you want to toss it my way, if I get on it, I could do something.
That works.
Oh, also, as a point of order, I need Sage and Nassim to make concentration checks because you both took 15 points of damage.
Oh yeah, I did. I rolled with advantage, and I got a 17 plus.
Ooh, are you a warcaster?
I have it because of my my
Dragon constellation.
Yeah, my dragon
Oh,
constellation.
Cool. Cool.
So I got a
19.
total of 19.
Oh, shit. All right. Fine.
We good.
Keep me bound to the earth. I don't care. I don't
It's
care.
almost like I planned this.
Damn! Defeating me at every turn. All right. Well, with that, before we start a new round of combat, let's go ahead and open up that dice giveaway. So, as a reminder, enter the code in the chat to win these beautiful set of RPG dice. But you have to stick around to the very end of the episode to claim your dice. So, do not enter if you are not going to be here at the end of this game. These beautiful purple, pink, shining dice with gold flake from RPG_dice, our very own Joe here. Please do also go check out the RPG Dice website. He makes some amazing stuff and is also making dice for the Venture Maidens campaign guide Kickstarter, which is
So
live
beautiful.
right the hell now. We only have about 19 days left, so if you want to get in there and back it, you should do so. I think we have 29 collector's boxes left at this point, which is where you get the dice, the book, the adventure, all kinds of awesome stuff. So those are going to run out soon. So you all should head over to Kickstarter and look at the Venture Maidens campaign guide if you haven't already. Sage, what's that code word?
Exclamation point, pretty in pink.
Ooh,
Oh.
cute.
I'm in purple today. Dang it.
I'm always in purple.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Why didn't I wear pink? Oh.
You can't sit with us.
Yes, we wear pink.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, let's get back into it. Veronica, we now come to you. You are floating now above where the dragon is now crash landed on the ground here. Oh, actually, before we do that, Vincent, why don't you go ahead and roll me a d20? Just a d20. Don't add anything.
5.
Okay. So as you all are observing, the dragon and the militia folk have charged in, you all begin to hear screaming coming from somewhere else in East Haven, and the sound of buildings being shattered. And you're not really sure what's going on. It is smoky, it's dark, it's hazy, but you see a towering figure that seems to be wielding some kind of weapon that is now smashing into houses. And you see some of the militia over there are like just trying to deal with whatever is going on. It almost looks like a Duergar.
Oh, they were supposed to
Sus.
come up and come after the dragon to mop everything up. Ugh.
So now, Veronica, we come to you. So that's just a note you all kind of see happening in somewhere else in East Haven.
Good luck.
Just for your information.
Just so you know.
You will, like, everyone will just kind of like watch Veronica scream down towards the dragon, and as she does, you see these like bright purple runes kind of etch their way across its entire body, flash for a little bit, and then slam down onto it. She'll cast Hexblade's Curse.
Cool.
And she's just gonna start swinging with reckless abandon. So big swing number 1.
Hell yeah.
19, 20. So that's a 21 to hit.
Yes.
So with my Hexblade's Curse, it takes 3 points more damage.
Ooh.
So it'll take 8, 11,
This is all
16.
magical damage, yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes.
With my big
Oh, yeah.
sparkly magical axe.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes. So that is 22 damage for the first hit.
Ugh.
And Blood Drinker gets to attack again.
Ugh. Is that the name of your axe?
No, that's the name of my invocation that allows me to attack twice.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
This one is a
Well.
natural 20.
Yikes! Pew, 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 pew.
Oh,
Pew, 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 pew.
Oh. That's 26 magical damage as she
Yikes!
just slams her axe into the wings of this thing, trying to like hack them off so it can't go back into the air.
You don't succeed in doing that, but you are getting lots of like little pieces of ice.
She doesn't know. It's just an idea. It's fine.
This thing is built like a brick house.
And I'm here to knock it down.
Damn.
Mighty.
Hell yeah.
And that is it for me.
Nice. All right.
Oh,
then
that's it.
Inga,
Jesus.
that is gonna take us to you. The screaming
Beautiful.
continues from where this large Duergar is raising hell.
She is going to stomp her foot down and rippling from where she stomps her foot down up towards the dragon. You see the earth just begin to like rumble and crack as she casts Erupting Earth. So it
Man,
has to
Druid
make a
is
dex.
hell this fight.
So
What
much
is going on?
earthbending.
Your
It's
earthbending
fine.
is hell.
Right.
So it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
DC 15.
All right.
Ooh. I will use my. I'll use my thing to subtract a d6.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause
Only
I got-
subtract 1.
All right. So then that's gonna be a 19. So
Damn.
Ooh.
All right, so it's still gonna take half damage of 3d12s.
okay.
but that can
Oh.
gob too, because I'm at its foot.
It's
Shoot
a
myself in the foot.
20-foot cube.
I'll say. I mean, it's a huge creature. I'll say you could angle it so you don't hit Gob, because it's so big. It would take up 4 squares by itself, so you could get
Thank you, Inga.
the far side.
All right. Don't worry about the buildings at this point. No one else is.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
so
they're
this is a
they're
superhero
fucked.
fight.
They're
Right.
fucked.
So half damage is going to be 7.
Okay. Oh.
7.
Why are you guys being so mean to my dragon robot?
Rude.
Because I have
I'll
7
give you
hit
3
points.
guesses.
I'll give you.
Blasted us.
Nerd. Okay. Hell yeah.
That. And then that is. Oh wait, yeah. That's gonna be it for her.
Okay. And then we are gonna go ahead and go to Gob. Comes to you.
Sure. Shaking around a little bit. Gob will. He's gonna try to find some way to clamber up, either holding onto plates, whatever way he can to get up on this thing's back, get up on his neck, and gonna punch it in the fucking head. Because that's what he was to do. But,
Right in the ear hole.
I'm an eye.
Yeah, I mean, this thing is grounded, so it's not shifting around a bunch, and it's really heavy, and it's right in front of you. So also, you can just use your movement. It'll be difficult terrain to climb up on this thing. I won't make you do a check or anything, though, if you want to climb on top of it.
so yeah, I got 30 feet. So would 15 feet get me up on its back?
Yeah, because you were, like, right there punching it. So, yeah, 15 feet, you're like, and you can manage to
Yeah, slippery son.
get up on its neck.
Yeah, I catch my breath for a second, and then I just start, do it like an elbow, and just start wailing on it.
All right.
And
Veronica's like, God, where did you come from?
Oh, my God, what?
Hello?
Veronica, that looks so cool. Yeah, but let's see, 3 attacks. Okay. Ooh. 14. 18 hit.
An 18 will just hit, yes?
Nice. And the second attack is a natural 15 plus 9. It's another 3.
Yeah.
And the last bonus action attack is a 4 plus 9. 13. 14. So 2 attacks, I take it then.
Yes.
Hey, wow. Even a 6 on the d8s. That's great. So that is 12 and 14. So 26 points of damage all together.
Yikes, you all are monsters.
Yeah.
Punch, punch, punch. So where are you punching it? Where are you doing your damage right now?
I guess I'd probably get up on, like, between its shoulder blades, if I
Yeah.
could, up its arm, and just whatever connections or trying to break the plates, little joints.
Yeah, get into the
I
wiring.
suppose. Something, yeah.
Hell yeah. Sick. Okay, and then Xena, we come to you.
Yeah, let's give Mama Minnie a nice little boost of energy. She's moving a little bit slower.
What do you mean?
Oh. All right, at 3rd level. Oh man, 14 points of healing.
Thank
Nice.
you. That's a lot for me.
A big old warm glow of light fills you from your center.
A fuzzy peach light.
Yeah.
Sick. Anything else for your turn?
No, that'll be it.
Okay. Then we go to my dragon, who is not happy about being earthbound. So they are going to roll an intelligence check if they can figure out what's going on.
Covered in ants.
And Inga, you see this dragon start to bound towards you, reaching out its claws and wings and tail to try and wreck your day. But first off, you just all feel this aura of just malevolence kind of radiate off this creature all of a sudden. You're not sure if it's like a heat coming from inside it or what's happening, but your mind feels like something is slithering and twisting. I need everybody except for Veronica, because you came down to hit it, so you're going to be within range too. Everybody to make a wisdom saving throw.
With your blessings.
Oh,
With your blessing. Ooh,
Blessings.
19 plus
Ooh.
2.
Whoa.
so close to a 20. Not quite.
17.
28.
16.
Okay. 16 is the number. So
Ooh. I don't even know what's going on, but I'm just like,
Enough.
ugh. If everybody has to do it, it's not good.
27.
okay. All right, cleric. Wisdom
Wisdom?
save.
What do you
Cleric.
mean? I don't know her. Like,
Minnie, what was yours?
17.
Okay. All right. You all are just so wise. Okay, so you all shake off this malevolent presence like it's nothing. But I do get my 3 attacks, Inga, and they're coming. Oh, I'm sorry, 4. If I'm not flying, I can also make 1 additional attack with my wings. Neat.
all right.
Shit. Let's go. Okay, so that first one's going to be a 25 to hit you with a claw.
Christ. Okay.
Okay, so that's going to be 19 points of damage, Inga.
18 plus 2 plus 2. We'll do it. Yep.
So you make your concentration.
Yep.
Okay, second claw attack coming in at you. It's gonna be a 31 to hit. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Oh,
All
I'm
that
definitely gonna
anger.
be unconscious in a minute because I'm at 11 hit points.
Okay, so that is gonna be 22 points of damage on that
Oh
critical.
no.
I am certainly unconscious.
Okay.
My body's poultry.
So as you fall, the concentration ends on the Earthbind spell, and you see this creature starts to, like move around. You just hear the gears like moving on this thing. But before it takes off, it's gonna, it has a couple more attacks. It's gonna just try and whap. So Gob is on its head. So maybe Veronica probably. You're gonna get the wing attack, Veronica, and then let's see. I'm gonna roll a d20. Evens is gonna be Xena. Odds is gonna be Minerva. Evens. What did I say? Was that Xena?
Yeah, I think you
Shit.
did.
Shit. Shit. Okay. All right. You're gonna get the tail attack then. Will a 16 hit you, Xena?
Ah, damn, yeah, well.
Okay. So you are going to take 20 bludgeoning damage as this thing smacks into you with its tail. And then that's going to be a 29 to hit you, Veronica.
Yeah, that definitely does.
As it claps its metal wings at you. And usually wings would be leathery and bat-like, but now you're being clapped between these two cheeks, these two iron
Oh God,
cheeks.
no.
You're getting
If I'm gonna die, that's the way I want to die.
I want to go this way. That is going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage
Ooh.
to get smacked. And then
Stop skipping leg day at the gym. 13 damage, like.
damn. And then this creature takes off, and it is going to fly 90 feet out of East Haven. It is clearly heading the hell out of here. Gob, you are on its back while all of this is happening. And
I'm on its
starts
back
to...
too, by the way.
But you have fly on, right? Still?
Yeah, but I landed on its
Okay.
back so I could attack. So yeah, Gob and I are basically
Okay.
here together.
So you're here, like, as this is happening, and this thing is taking off. I need both of you just go ahead and make me a dexterity... No, an acrobatics or an athletics to try and stay on this thing, like a grapple check. Let's do that.
Grapple, you say?
A grapple.
Ooh.
It's like I was built for this.
All right. Ooh.
18.
16 plus the.
I got a
4.
23.
Oh yeah. So that's a 28.
Okay, so Veronica, in all of this and getting smacked by the wings, you just go flying, spinning off. Like, luckily you still have the fly spell, but like,
Right.
you are spinning off here while you see Gob just hanging on as the dragon takes off and it goes straight, like, diagonally upwards. It is clearly, like, trying to get out of your range and leave East Haven at this point. So at this point, is there anything anyone can do 90 feet away besides Gob? Yeah. Okay, then we'll keep going with initiative stuff. So the dragon flies off the 90 feet, and we come to Minnie.
I am going to do the one thing I can do, which is going to be another chromatic orb. That's this guy.
Jesus.
Let's go.
All right. Oh, fuck me, dice. Ooh, okay. Yes, that hits, because that's a 15 plus 7.
Yeah.
All right. So, I'm going to do more thunder damage, because that seemed to work.
Can I just imagine like Minnie, like, oh, you flew away, and she like adjusts her glasses, and you're just like, It's like super long wind up. They're like,
I used to play catch with my sons. It came in handy today. Whap. Oh, that sucks. 18 points.
I mean, it's still solid damage. Yeah, and Gob, you see this thing rattles beneath you as another shock of this, thunderous damage ricochets through this body. You don't know if it hasn't noticed you're still there or if it just doesn't care at this point, Gob. Anything else for you, Minnie?
She's just gonna, like, futilely kind of. Actually, you know what? She's gonna go ahead and look over at where the seemingly we think a Duragar is and see what's happening there.
Oh yeah, there's an enlarged Duragar who is clearly like breaking structures, and like a bunch of the militia are like, you see bodies being thrown as they're just getting fucked trying to deal with this big Duragar.
How far away is it?
Maybe it's 120 feet.
Great. So I'm gonna start my way on over, take my 30 feet in that direction. Good luck. Good luck, Gob! You hear.
And then Veronica, we do come to you. I'm gonna say this dragon kind of smacked you almost back to the ground at this point, so this thing is about 90 feet away from you.
You will see Veronica like almost hit the ground, but then stop herself. And as she looks up and realizes that Gob is still on its back, she just rockets her way up towards the dragon. And as she does, she'll put her axe in front of her and two beams will coalesce and she will swing her axe and it'll shoot towards the dragon, casting Eldritch Blast.
Hell yeah.
Because 120 feet, you're not getting away from me.
You can't escape me! Hell yeah.
First one. Oh, wait, these are my... Oh, hold on. I haven't used these forever. I'm like, what do I get on these again?
Yeah.
All right. So the first one is a dirty 20.
Yes.
And what are these? A D10? Yeah, totally.
D10.
Cool.
Yeah.
So because of my Hexblade's curse, it'll take 10 force damage.
Yee.
And the second one is a 19, but also because of my Hexblade's curse, that's a crit.
Yikes.
Good shit.
Woo!
Oh man.
3.
That's hot.
And another 10 force damage as both beams kind of and slam right into the side of it.
Holy shit. Yeah. You.
Give me my god back!
You motherfucker!
Right.
Yeah, your hit slam into the side of this thing, and you can see now, like, pieces of black ice are starting to sprinkle down like rain from where this thing is flying. You all have done a serious amount of damage to this thing, but it still has some steam as it's continuing to fly. Anything else for you?
Nope, I'm going all 60 feet, so I'm relatively close to it.
Yeah, about 30 feet behind it at this point.
Right.
Okay, and then Inga, we come to you.
Brilliant. I'm gonna make my death saving throw with
yes.
my D4 because I'm blessed.
Yay!
Even in death, you are blessed.
Pretty blessed.
That's a 2 + 4, so a big fail.
So that is one step closer to death, my friend. Somebody, Katie in our Zoom chat mentioned, where the fuck is Velian? Oh, she's there. She's hanging out kind of in the shadow of a building, sort of watching things.
In a minute.
I guess she didn't say she'd help. She just said she'd get us there.
Yeah, she said she would get you there, and then whenever you're done with that, she'll help you.
If you just stand by, you're just as bad.
That wasn't the deal.
I know.
Are you telling her that? Because she'll tell you.
No,
that
I'm
wasn't
just
the
saying
deal.
that out loud.
Okay.
For life in general. Facts.
She's a necromancer.
Not everyone is a bunch of lawful goodies.
I sure as shit am.
We can't all be that pure.
If anything, she's like that one meme of like the guy behind the tree, like doing this. She's like, all these dead bodies that I get to work on. Like,
I just think she's like that one meme with the lady who's like, whenever I see drama and she's got the camcorder.
Yeah, like got her phone out, like, oh,
what's going
this
on?
is going on YouTube later. Yeah,
I'm gonna get so many hits.
it's gonna be amazing.
Well, Star.
So Gob, we come to you, buddy. You're on top of this thing.
I think the G forces are pulling my face flaps
Yeah.
all
This
which
thing
way.
flies fast, and it is heavy, so it is just like piercing the sound barrier like a bullet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep gripping on with one arm. Say, hey, where you going? Where you going? And just keep
Does not respond.
wailing.
It's like it's there. It doesn't out. Yeah.
Turn around.
Its mouth can't open.
Turn around. Yeah, and I'll lay into it with 3 attacks.
All right.
Every now and then I fall apart.
We can hope.
He said turn around.
I want Gob to just smack this thing out of the air. That would be
Gob smack.
stupendous.
My lowest roll was a 21.
Fine. They all hit.
Fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Damn. You're level 6. Yes, they all hit.
All right. That is let's see.
We're not fighting the fucking.
So.
I forgot.
Oh yeah. 20.
What's the big Tyrannosaurus Rex? That's like the
30,
CR30.
31 points of damage for those 3
Okay.
hits. How's it?
Don't
make me do more.
Really, the Tarrasque. Thank
Stress,
you, God,
stress.
thank you. I was like Reptar. I'm like, that's not what it is.
Are you? It might be.
If it's still up, I will.
It is.
I'll burn my action surge. And
Ooh.
send you going
Smack it again.
down. Yeah. Two more wappos.
Want him to ride this bull into the dirt.
Holy
crush it.
shit!
So it's an 11 plus 9, 20. This is my lower of the 2. The other one was a 12 plus 23. I think was the other one. Yeah. Okay.
You're
Yes.
gonna know how Dugan's hole felt.
Oh yeah.
What a hole!
Oh, fist
Burn
me,
like
daddy.
the
It's fine.
whole burn.
So,
Literally
Hello.
fisting it to
19 points for the other 2 attacks.
How do you want to kill the Shardolin
Yeah!
dragon?
Yes!
From atop
That's
its
my
back as it's
grandson.
flying away, trying to flee the scene.
There's tears in my eyes. Says, remember the hole! As I
Oh
break
no.
through the panel, the shard of glass, and grab whatever soft innards or
Mechanisms, yeah.
Soft
inside.
innards.
Tears and like
Yeah.
oil spurts out.
Just
Oh.
give it a rip and hold
So
on tight.
fucking good.
Yeah. So you
I'll
do,
rip you a Dugan's hole.
So you shatter through this black ice, which is, I mean, sharp as steel with your fists. You punch through it. Yeah, rip out some of the gears, and like oil starts to spew backwards, coating you in this like black liquid. As this thing starts to slow, you feel it because it had such forward momentum. And it's still going and going, and then it just all kind of stops. And there's that horrible feeling where your stomach starts to kind of like rise upwards as you see this thing starts a sheer drop downwards. And the rest of you back on the ground, you see, I mean, the dragon has gotten probably about 90 feet away or so from the town, even further out at this kind of point. And by East Haven, there is this very, very large frozen lake towards the northern side. So the dragon has been kind of coursing over that. And you see about when it gets to the center of the lake or so, it just starts to fall.
Oh no, Gob.
And
Oh, no.
that blinding kind of white light that was illuminating its face and in between all of the cracks starts to dissipate. So it's just this heavy, almost like cast iron thing that just starts to fall, plummet. And you hear all the citizens of East Haven around you, the ones who aren't like dealing with the Duergar or tending to the wounded, give like a cheer as this dragon falls from the sky. Gob, you've got like seconds before you hit this frozen sheet of ice that is going to drop you into deathly cold water. What are you doing?
The dwarves are never gonna believe this shit. But,
Oh my god.
I will jump up and Veronica, just free fall. Try to jump away from wherever the dragon is. Just the moving car situation,
Okay.
Oh god.
Why
off a
don't
cliff, I guess.
Why don't you go ahead and give me an athletics or an acrobatics to see like if you can disentangle yourself and like get away from it like in this moment. Gob, why don't you go ahead and do that?
Athletics, you got it. That is 15 plus 8, 23.
Okay,
Oh,
so
yeah.
I
He's
think
acrobatic one.
you're able to like pull your hands that are dripping with like this construct fluid like out of this thing and jump off of it to try and just get away from this falling mass here. So Veronica, you were about 30 feet behind, so I think you see, your friend, like, it's almost like slow motion as this all is happening, kind of leaping off of it as is exploding behind him.
Catch me!
Total action movie.
So
Right,
epic.
so action movie.
So
I'm here for it.
epic.
So, Veronica, are you doing anything in this moment to try and help?
Uh,
Gob is about to fall.
Let him fall.
Yeah, she's going to zip, zip, zoom as fast as she can up to Gob. I will do a. Can I do an athletics check to
Yeah,
try
I
to
think
catch
to try
him?
and catch him. Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's do it.
that is 17.
All right, I think that's enough. How do you catch Gob? How do the two of you?
Oh my god,
Oh my
fucking
God.
beautiful.
Literally, like, shoot up. Literally, I'm falling down with him. Be like, that was great, but next time, don't worry me so much. Literally, grab him and then fly back down towards the
God,
ground.
OTP.
What is this? What are you covered in? Like, I don't understand.
My hero.
He's like holding on to her back, like she's got like oil in her hair. She's not happy, but
Yeah.
Gob's on another plane. He's just so happy. To be held
And as you like step foot down, on the edge of this lake, there's that thunderous shattering as this ice that has built up over 10 years of a frozen, magical winter shatters as this heavy thing just bursts through the ice, and then just begins to sink, and is gone from sight. And, sounds of cheering and lights persist behind you in East Haven. Far in the distance, you can see those two lights where 2 of 10 towns, hundreds of people, didn't make it from this fight. But you know that you all have saved East Haven. And 7 other towns that the dragon was headed for are now not going to have to face it. And you begin to hear voices as people are running out towards you all, kind of standing, on this lake edge. And Imdra, you see she's got, like, cuts and scrapes, like, maybe some, like, wood or something, like, came by from an exploding building. She's definitely bruised, but she's alive. And she comes up to you and she says, "That was amazing. Thank you. You've saved us. You saved all of 10 towns."
You see Veronica and like Gob's like holding on to like her neck, just like slowly descend to like the edge of the lake, just like, oh yeah, no, that was great. It's just a thing. Like, Gob, let go. We're on the ground now. Gob.
Gob, you're choking me.
Gob.
Did that just happen?
Yeah, it did.
Yes, I can't believe it. You all are, you're heroes. We've never seen anything like that in Icewind Dale. This is remarkable. Thank you. And you see, she's got tears streaming down her face. It's like the stress in the moment and everything is kind of caught up with her. And you see other people, now like starting to come out of ruined buildings from concealed cellars, and people like hugging and crying and like watching, this now exploded, like these ice shards that have like flown up from this lake here, and people just wondering, yeah, did this really just happen?
I'm unconscious on the ground.
Oh yeah, does somebody want to help Inga maybe?
Yeah, I wanted to.
I'm pretty sure like
I wanted to
Gob and I
spare-
are like far away enough that we have
Yeah.
no idea this is going on. It's just like
Sleeping?
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh,
spare the
okay.
Inga girl. Give her a little like belly rub while she's on her side on the ground. Like,
Horse girl. Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Easy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you are stable now at 0. Does anybody have something to bring Inga back up to a couple hit points?
Now I'm going to channel Twilight Sanctuary, my channel divinity, and everyone around me will have 1d6. Roll. Do I roll that? I roll that. 1d6, which is 3 plus 6 additional temporary hit points.
I will take it.
And that expands 30 feet. So also, once Inga wakes up, I'll start roaming around to other people.
Yeah, I mean, there
grant them.
there are a lot of wounded people. It looks like, I mean, there were still some casualties just from the exploding buildings and everything. Some of the cellars that people were staying in collapsed. All in all, you've lost East Haven lost about 30 people, which for a town, that with a population of 500 isn't insignificant. And as you all are kind of picking up the pieces and people are celebrating and trying to deal with everything, a huge mix of emotions, you actually begin to see some people coming in on the road. You see a band of singed people carrying whatever they can in their arms, kind of walking through the cold on the road towards East Haven. And it seems to be a collection of survivors from Dugan's Hole and from Goodmead. These people are shell-shocked. They're terrified. East Haven was the closest place they could come to. And while they're, grateful there's a place to stay, two towns have been completely destroyed. And Imdra is, trying to get people inside whatever structures are remaining. The town hall is still standing. So Speaker Whalen as well starts coming out and, helping people get settled and kind of cramming them into the administrative spaces of the town hall. The Wet Trout is still standing. The White Lady Inn is gone. It collapsed and caught on fire in the middle of everything. So, the tavern and the government building become these kind of triage centers. And while everything is, really in flux and very chaotic, Velian finds you all and she says, well, that was quite impressive.
Thank you.
You all are alive and everything.
Inga,
Who would
you
have
alright?
thought?
Yeah, Inga's patting herself down with 2 level 3 cure wounds as she takes on her chalice form to just be like, no, I'm okay. Thank you for asking, Gob. That's very nice.
Okay.
It's fine.
We're laying down there for quite a while, so it's just...
It's fine. Everything's fine. We're all fine. Yeah. Thanks.
Well, are you done with this and ready to hear what I have to say? Because I've got a real quest for you.
Gestures to everything around. How did this not count as a real quest, madam?
She kind of sips something out of a flask.
Could we perhaps do it over the course of a short rest?
Get some food.
It is also nighttime, so how about you let us regather our strength before we start wandering off into the vast nothingness of Icewind Dale?
I suppose if you need it,
Yeah.
by all
Let's
means.
go to the floppy
No,
fish or
I'm
whatever.
sorry, madam. I know that you worked all too hard to get us here. You should have a rest as well.
She
in the most
stares at
sarcastic
you
tone ever.
unblinkingly with her one eye.
The battle
It's-
of the bitch faces.
Right. It's literally like the anime thing where everyone else can see like the sparks.
Yeah, like the
emanating
lightning
from our
between-
eyes. Right. I'm just like, oh, I'm so glad that, you got us here on time, that we could save the day. Mm-hmm.
And she says, yes, well, I suppose. And you can all make your way towards, the Wet Trout, which is, it's chaotic between the refugees from the 2 towns that were destroyed and everyone else who's just kind of trying to find each other and take stock of who's alive, who's dead, what's happened, what's going on. Sharing the news, because this all happened so fast. News still has to travel. Like, where the fuck did this dragon come from? What is going on? The knowledge of the Duergar and everything, that wasn't general knowledge. So they're like, 10 years under this, like, curse spell from Arl. We've been sacrificing, literally, people to Arl. Wasn't this enough? And then a dragon came here. Like, the misery level creeps up pretty high over the course of the evening here, but you are able to, find a table, get some hot soup, get some cold, warm beer, in a corner.
Rome's coming through. Yep.
That's fine. Wait, is anyone here? Like, is it just like utter chaos in the Trout, or is like someone here?
It's pretty wild right now. You see, Imdra is running back and forth. She's also doubling as a lot of like mayoral duties between her and Waylon, trying to deal with, because East Haven had quite a few citizens And now there are, about 100 more refugees who have come in as well. They're just trying to pick up the pieces. So if you want to grab somebody to talk, you can certainly grab them, though.
Oh no, Veronica was gonna like scarf down her meal and then just try to help out with the chaos, start directing people, trying to get people to calm down. Overall, I roll a persuasion check.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't want to come off like mean, but she's like, no, we have things to do. You go here,
Yeah.
like playing stewardess overall.
I think honestly, people are grateful for anyone just like who's willing to step in and like deal with the trauma and the situation. So yeah, you can certainly, if you all want to help out, there is much that needs to be done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even inside the wet trout, just trying to give people food. People have been out in the cold. There's the frostbite is rampant at this point from militia members and the refugees who had to walk miles in the cold to get here. So
yeah, I think at one point I'd probably pull Veronica off to the side just for a moment. Veronica, you really saved my buns back there. I just want to say thank you. You got some good moves.
I'm not gonna let you fall. I'm not gonna let anyone fall. I mean, extra case in point for you, dear. Come on.
Oh, yeah,
Good job taking down that dragon. I know that we don't have time to, celebrate overall, but I want you to know how proud I am of you and your punching of Chardal and Crystal into the ether.
Oh, you sweet. That axe work. Ooh. Anyway, let's go help these whoever they are.
And then some.
I love this. I love everything.
Like,
me,
everyone's like tearing up.
Chat,
Like,
like OTP. It's
oh god.
now kiss. No. Okay, so yeah, you all can certainly make yourselves busy. So Veronica, you're kind of helping manage things, direct people. Xena, Minnie, Inga, anything in particular you all are up to?
I think Minnie, her bones are weary, so she's helping, but she's doing like sitting behind a pot and doling out soup,
Yeah, and I mean the wet
thing.
trout certainly people are lining up to like, get just something hot even at this point. Yeah, so.
And I think that she tries to like get people to logically be like, oh, well, you're alive and that's a great thing. And, when you really think about it, and it's just not helping. And eventually she catches up on the fact that people don't need logic right now. They need comfort. And she's like, I'm just going to shut the fuck up.
Neat. Xena, Inga, anything in particular?
Probably helping out like recovery efforts of, cleaning up debris, helping some trapped people, which I imagine there are.
Yeah, definitely.
Things like that.
Yeah, because luckily a lot of cellars were in the area. It seems like that's a pretty common thing. So people had somewhere to run. But if the building collapsed on cellars, there's definitely a concentrated search effort to go through and make sure that people can get out of cellars. So you can certainly help with that.
Inga would definitely be making poultices and little herb packets for everyone in the healer tent to, help stabilize people and tend to their wounds.
Oh my god, you all are such good beans. You got such a good party. I'm so lucky, DM. No chaos, babies. Oh god.
This place is enough chaos for the rest of us. Like,
I think Gob would be helping move, heavy debris.
Yeah.
Looking for survivors. And then, pinballing back to the tavern to get another bowl of soup, and then heading back out and then another bowl of soup.
So I can lift it. Hell yeah.
it's just like a well-oiled machine.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
The bun's just sticking over the edge of the bar.
He comes back with like various mustache styles with his hair.
Like getting samples at Costco, like
Exactly. Yeah.
Was it
Totally a
me?
different person.
Totally different. No, that was my brother.
Mom.
Wow, have you ever heard of twins before?
Right.
Oh,
Pretty sure at one point, Minnie, you're just like make a bowl of soup and just like hold it over the edge, and all of a sudden it's just not there as you see the buns like scamper like past and then like out the door.
Those buns.
yeah.
It's like a Muppet.
Right.
So, you all have a very busy night because, I mean, when you got to East Haven, it was probably, 9, 10 o'clock and well into 5, 6 a.m. You all are helping to settle things down and get refugees settled and just get everyone a place to sleep. The activity doesn't seem to stop. But finally, when dawn starts to break, and again, it's just that gray dimness that you've associated now with daylight in Icewind Dale, starts to peek over the horizon. You all finally kind of get that chance to breathe, as it seems like most people have found somewhere to be, somewhere to settle. The panic has kind of died down, and you all can, steal a corner of the Wet Trout Inn. The rooms have definitely already been taken up by people who, are sick or in need of medical attention. So you all get posted up in kind of one of the booth spaces here. That's like your sleeping spot. And the gray light of dawn kind of rolls around here. Are you all trying to get some rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can wait till the morning. We've done
Or,
enough today.
Short rest
So
at least.
tomorrow, yeah,
Yeah, it's already morning by the time this all happens, so. Yeah, you all, try and take that rest. You can definitely get a short rest in before Villian shows up again. She's made herself very scarce during this whole effort. And she's kind of looming over you all. And she says, well, I've let you all take the time to help, but I have a very important mission, as I mentioned, that will solve this whole problem, if you're willing to listen. Or you can go back to sleep and let people die. Whatever.
All right, lady. Let me get some coffee.
Yeah, you step over sleeping bags, refugees, to make some coffee in this space. And you see sitting at the bar are her, cabal of kobolds that are already there and, hyped. They've already had a bunch of coffee. You see a bunch of pots of coffee already sitting on the table.
Rockstar energy drink.
Oh my god. They're not even drinking
twitching.
it. They're just shoving it right into their wrists or
Yeah.
mainlining it.
Well, because some of them are undead, so they're just pouring it on themselves and diffusing
But
it.
why?
Oh no.
And she actually gets behind the bar and starts pouring you all coffee as she kind of assembles you all in the space. And she says, I need your help to find an ancient city buried under the ice.
Oh, of course you do.
This city, Ythrin, is a lost fragment of the Empire Netheril, whose wizards created many of the magic items we find scattered across the world today. It holds magic beyond our wildest dreams. We might even be able to find something there to end this hateful winter. Interested?
Hell yeah. That sounds cool as hell. I looked at everybody else and wait.
I'll give you a little
Big
bit of
thumbs up.
insider secret why the Arcane Brotherhood is actually here. Using divination magic, the Arcane Brotherhood has learned that the city is buried deep inside the Reged Glacier. But the glacier can be cracked open at a place where a waterfall once flowed down its side, but has since frozen. We've already found the waterfall. All we need now is the magic to break open the glacier. To accomplish this, I need 2 things. One, that I need to retrieve, and one thing that was stolen from me, a rival of mine. The first, written and guarded by Arl's followers, the Codicil of White is rumored to contain a spell or ritual that can carve a passage through the Reged Glacier, under which the lost city Ythrin is buried. Divination magic has revealed that the book is being held in a frost giant fortress on a mist-shrouded island in the sea of moving ice. An island
That's huge.
that I suspect Arl has made her personal domain. You still
Wonderful.
with me?
Yeah.
The second thing I need is Professor Scant, a magical artifact of a kind. It's an orb. The orb is a family heirloom that was stolen from me by a former colleague named Nas Lentimir. The orb has the personality of a scholar and is named Professor Scant. Its knowledge will help us once we descend into Ythrin. Nas is after the Codicil of White, so if we find Nas, we find Professor Scant. So I propose we head to this island immediately and kill two birds with one stone, as it were. Or two wizards, whichever you prefer.
I like it.
As long as one of those wizards isn't me, I guess.
Mm.
A deal's a deal.
Good. Well then, if you all are on board, I propose we take care of whatever business it is you have here in this town. Get out of here as quickly as possible and move towards the Sea of Moving Ice.
Mm-hmm. Veronica just like sips her coffee.
I'm sorry.
Fantastic.
Do you have a problem with that? She looks at
No.
Veronica.
No, not at all.
You all have certainly proven yourselves taking down a dragon of this magnitude. I would go alone if I could, but going to the fortress of a god, no matter how minor, is well, I feel it will require some extra bodies.
I don't know. With the skills that you showed last night, you should be completely fine.
I will do anything to ensure that this rhyme melts.
Yes. Well, we go to Aural's Isle. We get the Codicil of White. Then we head to the glacier, open it up with the Codicil, find the city of Ythrin, find some magic there. No problem. I'm sure you can end whatever it is. The winter? Whatever it is you're interested in.
Oh yeah, easy peasy. Fuck.
Should be. For adventurers as well endowed as yourselves.
Are you not interested in ending this winter as well?
No, I don't care. I'm from Luskin. The Arcane Brotherhood has a great stake, however, in finding this city. The Empire of Netheril, it's an ancient civilization. The mages that formed it were said to be the most powerful in the world. Just imagine the technology we could retrieve from plumbing its depths. It would be fascinating. Certainly a great boon. Certainly enough to advance my position in the Brotherhood.
And with that comment, you'll see like this black aura kind of come around Veronica as her axe appears in her hand, and she walks right up to this woman and is like looking her in the eye. She's like, I know your type, what you people do for power when it comes to money. But I'll tell you this, we'll go on your adventure in order to save the realm. But if you do anything to hurt me or any of my companions, I will eviscerate you and you'll be as dead as the kobolds that you keep. And I'm going to do an intimidation check.
Sure.
Minnie in the background slurping her coffee.
Guidance! Guidance!
Yeah, we're all like sipping the tea.
Right? Like, oh, God, this tea is piping hot today. Like,
It may be freezing outside, but
It
shit.
so fucking early for this shit.
Veronica's spitting
Wake up
straight
ready.
fire.
that's a 25.
Okay. So you see, you are staring at her. She's looking at you with her one eye, and her hand that is holding the coffee starts to shake. Certainly out of her control, as she does, and she kind of jingles this cup, and she reaches over with her other hand and kind of clasps it over that one. And she continues to meet your gaze, and she says, I understand that I am dealing with people of quality. And I assure you, I am very much interested in keeping you alive and well to accomplish my goals. There are much worse wizards of the Arcane Brotherhood than I, who seek the city of Ythrin. If you are a champion of righteousness, of goodness, it would be in your best interest to work with me, so we may defeat them.
Like complete 180. Yeah, believe me, I know you're tight, but that's fine. I just wanted to let you know that nice thing. As Veronica just goes right back to normal, the axe just like dissipates into the ether. All right, kids, pack some soup. Let's go.
So,
You just called me a kid.
little scare out already
I
today.
was just
Gotta
like,
say, Veronica is fully giving me Bayonetta vibes this episode. And I'm so here for it.
so, as we all pack some soup into our adventure Tupperware, that's where we're gonna end this episode. Thank you everybody so much for stopping by for episode 9 of our Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden playthrough. Oh boy, y'all just smacked that dragon. Hell yeah.
yeah.
That Earthbind was
That
sweet.
was-
Chef's kiss.
Because the dragon was definitely going to fly away immediately and head towards the next town, and you all would have had to like jump and try to meet it somewhere
Fuck
else
that.
and
That
deal
would've
with
been
that.
hell.
Oh yes, it would have been hell. So killer move. Let's do it. Before we say more words, more outros, let's pull that dice giveaway winner a little bit early. Let's do it. Let's pull that winner
Good luck, everybody.
Winner, chicken dinner.
for these beautiful
Cooking
sets.
curry.
Yeah.
Cooking a dinner.
Making me
I passed
hungry.
away.
I was gonna say, I was like,
Curry, I see you are here, but go ahead and claim in the chat so we can officially do it. Yay! You have won these beautiful set of RPG dice. If you love this dice set, please go to rpgdice.com, dice spelled with a Y, to check out more of Joe's work and all the fabulous stuff happening there. And of course, if you love it, definitely go and check out the Venture Maidens campaign guide Kickstarter, which is live for another 19 days.
19 days, yep.
90 days at this point. If you head over there, anything you order, you can add on a set of Joe's wonderful dice to your order. So that means you can get an $18 PDF of the book, this 200-page book that we're creating, based around lore and mythology from the world of Venture Maidens, and just add on some of Joe's dice so you don't have to spend barely anything, a huge discount to get these awesome dice. So head over to Kickstarter, type in Venture Maidens campaign guide, check it out. Oh boy. We did it, guys! You did it! You killed a dragon!
Hell
I'm so
yeah.
proud of you.
Oh, that's
Level
good.
7, baby.
Baby!
Oh, yeah?
Yes! So with that, defeating the dragon, you all get to advance to level 7.
Da-na-na-na.
Yeah, but thank you all so much for hanging out. We are going to be back in 2 weeks with another episode of Rime of the Frostmaiden. So on the 5th of May, we will be here with another episode. But until then, I have been your Dungeon Master, Celeste Conowitch.
I've been your North Battle Master, Gob Herkenstone.
I have been your human divination wizard, Minerva Tinkabobble.
And I've been your Kalishtar cleric, Xena Orandi, played by Nassim.
I, Sage, have been your earthbending druid, Inga Selenin.
And I'm Vincent, your super sassy changeling warlock, spitting all that fire.
So much fire.
Played by Vincent. Yeah.
Keeping us warm.
You know.
Us warm and this cold.
All that tea. Oh, yes.
Yes. So, as you all probably know, we will not be back next week. Venture Maiden's main campaign is on a hiatus now that we have finished our campaign finale last week. So that means we are on break from the main campaign until July, mid-July. So keep in touch on social media. Make sure to follow us everywhere at Venture Maidens. We have a lot of cool plans, exciting stuff, including, you know, our zine coming out and a bunch of awesome stuff, as well as our Kickstarter going on. So make sure to follow us everywhere for all the updates there in between, you know, as we're ramping up for campaign 2. Yeah, Venture Maidens campaign guide. It is live. It is a setting book designed around the world of Venture Maidens. It includes a bunch of new subclasses, magic items, treasures, a bunch of stuff. Super, super awesome. That's it. So we'll see you again in 2 weeks. And then till what? Oh, yeah.
Oh no, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Two.
2 weeks.
Two.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
And until then, everybody,
Stay
frosty.
frosty. Stay frosty, everybody.